Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk a little bit more about material for body jewelry. Particularly, I'd like to talk about silver. Silver is a material that I get asked about all of the time. Can I wear silver? Is this silver piece okay? Out of all the messages I get about jewelry styles and material, I probably get asked about silver the most often. So I'm here to share some information that some of you may not be super excited about why I don't suggest silver for your piercings. Now, when most people are asking about silver body jewelry, they're asking about sterling silver, which is also marketed as 925 silver. Now, it's marketed as 925 silver because it is 92.5% silver. That's right, it is not 100% silver. It has other metals added into the alloy to make it strong and stable. Now, this is very normal. We use gold that's alloyed with other metals. We use alloys all the time in body jewelry. But in silver, the most common additives in 925 are going to be nickel and copper. Now, as we all well know, many folks are sensitive to nickel. Some studies estimated at around 80% of the population. So a lot of us are very, very reactive to nickel. So we're kind of already off to a bad start because we're talking about a material that very commonly has nickel in it. Now, copper is one of the other materials that's often alloyed in silver, and this can have some pretty adverse effects with the silver. Now, this is specific to 925. There's other grades and other alloys of silver. As we go through silver grades and silver alloys, we get less and less silver in the mixture and more other metals in the alloy, and those are just definitely unsafe. We definitely don't want to work with anything less than sterling silver in quality for any jewelry, let alone body jewelry. But sterling silver still isn't great, and neither would 100% silver be great. And this is because silver tarnishes relatively easily. When silver comes in contact with sulfur-containing gas, which is just in the air all around us, it creates a layer on the top of the jewelry of tarnish, and this is very unsafe for our piercings. If you've ever worn silver jewelry and taken it out after a little bit and noticed that the part that you were wearing is turning black, or if you've ever worn a silver ring and had it turn funky, or hell, even if you had nice fine silverware at home that had to be taken out and polished before guests came over, you're familiar with the concept of silver tarnishing. Now, silver can also have a patina placed on it, which creates this nice antiquing effect with light and dark. But this patina can be pretty similar to silver tarnishing in a lot of situations, and both of those things are very unsafe to have in contact with our body. See, silver body jewelry is notorious for leaving a permanent stain on the skin if you wear it for too long and it does tarnish or patina while you're wearing it, or if your body has a negative reaction to it. These spots can range from very pale and barely there like this one to very dark, very obvious, very noticeable dark spots like this one. These spots are commonly referred to as Arguria. Now, Arguria is a condition when silver builds up inside of your body, typically from consuming colloidal silver or working in machining, and it literally turns your whole skin a purpley gray, kind of like this. Now, the Arguria we see when it comes to body piercings is very localized. It's Arguria that's happening because silver has been in the presence, typically of an open wound or just a more sensitive body piercing and the more sensitive, fragile skin inside of your piercing, and that causes it to change colors. Now, some people call this Arguria like a silver tattoo or a piercing tattoo, and that language is kind of inaccurate because a tattoo you could at least laser off. These Arguria stains from wearing silver jewelry are permanent. I have worked with a number of clients and also dermatologists to see if there was anything we could do to get rid of it, and lasers have been proven ineffective, as has different forms of resurfacing. Which means if you wear silver jewelry in your nose or in your eyebrow or in your nipple and it ends up tarnishing or changing colors on you or irritating you, you could end up with a permanent gray or black spot on that part of your body. Sure, it might be small, but you also might end up like this client with a very, very permanent large mark on their nose. And these stains can be very unsightly. I cannot tell you how often I have clients come in and say, hey, I have this dark spot on my ear from wearing cheap jewelry. Can you get me something to cover it? Can we hide it? Like, what can we do about it? At the bare minimum, at least I mostly see these irritations on ears, but it is heartbreaking when I see this happen on a nostril or an earlobe or a bridge, and now you just have this dark spot in the center of your face. Silver body jewelry is not even legal to use in piercings in some states, Oregon being most notable among them, because we have so much documentation of how harmful silver can be for many piercings. Now, sometimes when I talk about silver, people bring up the fact that there is currently experimental use of silver for medical implants, and I will not deny that that is something the medical industry is working on. And if they can figure out a way to alloy silver to actually make it biocompatible and get rid of some of these risks, hell yeah, I would totally love to use silver once it's been verified for safe implantation. But as it stands right now, we don't have that verification for anything that would apply to the body art industry. And silver coating for use in implants has caused high concentrations of silver in people's bloodstreams. It's even caused permanent damage to liver and kidneys, and even issues with neurotoxicity. So until there is better research and better information and just kind of better technology when it comes to silver for those uses, it's definitely not safe for our applications. And as far as what piercers are actually seeing when it comes to wearing silver, we see people with these permanent stains constantly. Like every few months I'm helping someone who's having this issue. So if you're interested in wearing silver body jewelry or you see a silver piece that you really love, I would strongly encourage you to stay away from it and see if you can't find that same design in a safer material as an alternative. Usually designs that are made in silver can also be produced in 14 or 18 karat gold, platinum, and sometimes niobium or titanium. But I am so tired of seeing people, especially all of these new up-and-coming small jewelry businesses on TikTok who are selling silver nose rings, and I even saw silver tongue rings the other day. They're marketing these things to people like it's completely safe, like it's completely fine, like we as piercers aren't literally dealing with clients in our studios constantly crying or upset or frustrated because they have a permanent black spot on their body now from wearing silver. So please be very careful with what you're putting in your body, what you decide to wear in your piercings. Please do good research about if materials are safe or not. And when it comes to silver, presently it's a no from me. I'd love to see that change, but as it stands right now, I would not wear silver in any of my piercings, and I wouldn't recommend any of my clients do it either. Once again, thanks so much for letting me share some information and education with you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm sure we'll chat again soon. Bye!